What's up, y'all? Kareen Stevie here, and I wanted to welcome you to the official first review that I'm doing for my segment called Big Tunes Music Review. And here I'll just be reviewing the latest releases in music. I myself is an artist, and so I thought it would be really cool to break down some of my favorite tracks, my favorite releases from an artist perspective. You know, I'm an artist in all the sense of the word, so I'm super excited to get into this review. So, of course, the first review we're doing today is going to be Kehlani's Crash album, which I am like really digging this album. Of course, let's get into a little bit of background of who Kehlani is. Kehlani is a Bay Area artist from Oakland. Shouts out to the Bay. And this is her fourth studio album, of course. And it dropped June 21st, 2024, which is about a week ago. And of course, it's been going crazy. Everybody's been loving it, enjoying it. Me, myself, I've been a fan of Kehlani since 2016. And it's been great to see her creative growth. You know, the way her output is just insane. The girl is not only releasing features, she's doing features constantly. She's also just always dropping an album. She never makes her fans wait. And to me, this is what makes her amazing. Her consistency shows to me a true marker of a superstar in the making. You know what I mean? And so, again, the way that she connects with her fans is top tier. And so big ups to her. Now let's get into this album and the highlights for the album for me personally. So again, the way that I'm going to rate this review is going to be 1 headphone means 1 star, and 5 headphones means that it is a 5 top tier level album. And so yeah, that's just a little side note. So let's get into the album, the Crash album. Of course, the album starts with the intro, the groove theory, right? And immediately we're pulled into this world. Sonically, to me, I get this, it's like, it reminds me of the Beatles, specifically Sgt. Pepper Lonely Heart Club Band. I don't know if you guys are fans of the Beatles, but I have been for some time now, and just the feel and the trippiness of this intro definitely reminds me of them for some reason. And then you have that switch up, which that particular album for the Beatles had a lot of just experimental changes in the music, and this intro does that for me. But it also goes back into this R&B vibe and flow, which is quintessentially who Kehlani is as an artist, of course, which is bomb. And then the title, Groove Theory, obviously pays tribute to Groove Theory, the Groove Theory band from the 90s with Emile LaRue. And I immediately caught on to that. I think Kehlani does this great. She's always bigging up the artists that came before her, whether it's through the music or whether her just bigging them up in her interviews. So that's awesome. The next track to me that stands out is Next to You, which was the second single of the album. And Next to You, man, it's just like the experimentation of it, the sound of her voice. It just immediately took me back to Brandy's Full Moon album, which was one of my favorite albums in my teenage years. So when I heard it, it just gave me that feeling that I got from listening to that R&B of the 2000s. And to also the visual, to get into the Next to You visual, that visual is so powerful and just so wonderfully put together. As you know, Kehlani took her platform basically to speak to what was going on to Palestine, and so this video itself features the Palestine motifs such as the flag and the scarves. And she also talked about how, you know, the proceeds, she sold t-shirts for the single, and the proceeds was also going to Palestine, a charity in Palestine. So big ups to Kehlani. She's always been for the people and always making sure that she's showing love to the people. And so shout out to her for using her music and her voice as a way to really stand up for folks who can't for themselves. And of course, the last track that I am going to talk about is Deep. Man, I gotta be honest, the moment I turned on this album, Deep, I enjoyed the whole album, but the moment Deep came on, I immediately felt like this is the one, this is the track. Something about it, I didn't even know the backstory. And it also reminded me of something like a Rihanna. It gave me like a little bit of a Rihanna vibe, which was super cool. Like could have been something on Auntie. I love the grittiness of the track, the hip hop production. What else? I was gonna say, her ad libs, the way Kehlani did her ad libs, definitely reminded me of like the Crazy when Kehlani did Crazy, and she had all these really playful ad libs. I just love that about the track, just the grittiness again of the track, and of course her including her family. After hearing her interviews and hear her talk about how this song has her family and her daughter on the song, it makes sense why the song is called Deep. So yes, once again, definitely one of my favorite tracks on the album overall. Now I'm going to finally tell you how I think of how the project did overall. And of course, for me, I gave Crash 5 headphones. Okay, that means this is top tier level music. You know, when it comes to her vocal ability, her storytelling, her vibes, the quality of her production, the girl just slayed. Her and her crew, her team absolutely slayed this release. And of course, just pushing the bar forward. Her being an artist is always pushing to bring herself forward in her music. Every album, she slayed it. And again, my final thoughts is I really enjoy seeing how, you know, ultimately how she has become so mature and she's evolved with her sound. She's evolved with her look, giving us the sexy persona as well as this futuristic persona, and the Vegas girl look. It just was all amazing. And the cover art, let's not forget about the cover art, because let me tell you, everything from the photo shoots to the cover art, just absolutely beautiful. Again, top tier. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and also let me know what's your favorite tracks in the comments. Thank you for watching my first episode of Big Tunes Review. I'll see y'all soon for the next one. Peace.